What's up everyone, Cory Texter here. Been getting a lot of questions regarding my Honda CRF 450 flat track framer. Want to take some time today to go over the bike, discuss some of the components that were used in building this motorcycle, and a little bit of the history with the bike. This bike right here was actually bought for me by my father in 2007. It's a C&J frame made by the legendary Jeff Cole. When I was growing up through the ranks, the first bike I had was a DTX bike. Everyone else, all the amateur riders I competed against, most of them had these framers. And on slick racetracks, tracks that are flat, just specific types of racetracks, more so than not, these motorcycles seem to work better than the stock frame chassis motorcycle that I was racing. So in 2007, my dad built me this motorcycle. The Pro Series in 2009 went away from framers, outlawed them, and moved to DTX style motorcycles, bikes you can buy off the showroom floor, lower and put 19-inch wheels on, in an attempt and hope that manufacturers would get involved. So this is what flat track racing is all about. You know, the DTX bikes, it's cool because it's convenient for everyone to get involved in the sport, but when you look at this motorcycle here, you think of grassroots, flat track, the history of the sport. Framers is what flat track racing is all about. So I want to take some time today, discuss the motorcycle and what it took to make this thing relevant again and competitive at outlaw races across the country. The bike has derail wheels with a quick change rear wheel, which simply means the sprocket comes off in about 15 seconds. Really time efficient on race day to change your gearing. Penske rear shock. See the reservoir right here. Honda CBR F4 I-Forks. Basically off a street bike. They seem to work well with what we do. Triple clamps are made from a former racer, Bobby Weiss, out of New York. Gas tank. Big A Customs, local fabricator near me, Aaron Humphrey, did a great job on this aluminum teardrop style gas tank. The seat is custom made, thickness, length, and custom embroidered with my CTR Cory Texter Racing logo from Saddlemen. The tail section and the fork guards are made from Kevin Lambert at Goon Glass out of Michigan. The radiator, FPS Racing, Super Trap. The exhaust pipe is also Super Trap. What's really cool about this exhaust is it's actually custom made for this frame and this engine. It's really cool that Super Trap makes exhausts that are built for flat track. You know, it's cool they support the sport enough to where you can buy flat track based exhaust pipes. Here's another look at the Penske rear shock. A lot of Motion Pro components on this bike. Motion Pro Rev 2 throttle, Motion Pro cables, and you also see the Motion Pro catch can or catch bottle here behind the radiator. CV4 hoses, Boyson water pump. I think that's real efficient in what I do. Barnett clutch, heavy duty clutch. The other side here, you'll see the Pingle petcocks. The K&N filter is crucial. A lot of guys in this sport use K&N because it adds horsepower, and we do the same. A lot of Hammerhead Designs products in the Cory Texter pit. This one has a shifter and a case saver. High quality products, really cool looking. RK chain from Takaraki, PMP sprocket. The plates on this motorcycle were made by Pro Plates out of Wisconsin, Tim Handrich. And the clutch lever, Works Connection, I pretty much use them across the board. Now the motor itself is a 2007 Honda 450 motor. The head work is done by Jim Wood out of Southland Fabrication in California. Has a JE piston, 14-to-1 compression, and a webcam from Webcam Shafts out of California also. Cometic gaskets all throughout the engine, and the bottom of the engine, the bottom end, has a Phalicon crank and a Phalicon knife rod. I think it's crucial to have a good bottom end in these engines, and I pretty much use Phalicon as much as I can because I trust them and used them for years. The rear brakes, everything is pretty much Brembo. The rotor, caliper, master cylinder, all Brembo. You can't go wrong with Brembo. They're well known in the sport. Now the foot pegs, they're also from Darrell Racing. So you buy the frame and he can also custom make you some foot pegs for the bike. Maxxis rear tire, Dunlop front tire, whatever you prefer. Certain tracks, you know, different tires work well. In a nutshell, I went over the CRF Honda 450 flat track framed race bike that I compete on. I've had it for a long time. It means a lot to me. It's a beautiful motorcycle. These flat track frames, there's nothing like them. When I eventually step down from the pro ranks, I'd like to keep this bike. If I don't keep anything else, I'd like to keep this bike here so I can bring it out of the garage every once in a while and have some fun on it during the weekends. But appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions about the build of the bike or anything you saw today, drop a comment and I will try and answer them.